Yo, welcome back everyone. What is up? How are you guys doing? Today is Monday, September 29th, 2025, and I have another trade recap. I took one trade and it hit break even. So P&L is like zero. And let me show you guys the trade executions, and I'll walk you through my entire thought process during the entire of New York AIM session. All right. So let's get right into it. Why is it not working? All right. Sorry. Okay. So, um, I'll start out on the higher time frames and then I'll zoom into the lower time frames as I go to gain more clarity. Okay. So first up, starting off on the daily time frame. Um, in fact, actually, I need to go here and I need to use the replay tool because a lot of this stuff has happened already, and I need to show you guys what I was thinking at market open. All right. So let's go ahead right here. All right. So at market open, what am I thinking? That, hey, price is pretty bullish. The daily time frame, the only thing I can see off the daily time frame is that we filled this daily fair value gap and we pushed up higher. So I am expecting legs higher. That's all I can tell on the daily time frame. It doesn't tell me much, but that's all it tells me. Okay, so now 4 hour. We are in a very big bullish uptrend since 6 a.m. of Thursday, 25th. Okay. It's straight up candles, and especially since Friday, 2 p.m., we've only gone up. So it's only been up 4 hour candles. Okay. So looking at that, I'm like, all right, I'm like, all right, so either price just continues going this high up and goes takes out all-time highs, which is relatively close, or I am expecting a little bit of a pullback. Then I'll go to the 1 hour time frame, and now I see this. Wow, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all up candles. Okay. Now I'm expecting a pullback, and I don't want to catch maybe the 4 hour pullback, but I'm trying to catch at least a small 15-minute or 5-minute pullback. This is really bullish, very, very bullish, and I'm expecting a pullback. So although yes, at market open, price looked very bullish because we were bullish, we were respecting this fair value gap. What I was waiting to happen, and this was pretty clear for me, was I wanted to see price play out and then essentially catch the retrace move of this leg, okay? Instead of trying and catching the continuation, just because price was so high up, I didn't want to risk longing when we're so far in in the premium, right? And then let's go down to the 15-minute time frame to see the session liquidity. So this is Asian session. It's high and it's low. London session is high and it's low. And here I'm only showing the ones that have not been swept. So here, again, straight uptrend, London low and Asian low. So that adds even more confluences as to why I want to be bearish. And then same exact thing here, London and Asian low, except there's this high up here. So on top of that, not only was I extremely bearish, I saw that here at market open, we now have a bearish SMT, right? These lows, these London lows essentially, never got touched. These lows never got touched. So we have multiple bearish SMTs because we have London low with these lows. Here it's lower. Here it's higher, right? Then we have NQ goes lower at market open, and then when it makes its retrace, NQ is now above these highs here at 9 a.m. and ES is severely lower than these 9 a.m. lows. So we also have a bearish SMT. What am I waiting for? Essentially, I'm waiting for a small retrace, ideally this 5-minute fair value gap, and I want to see NQ start slowing down. So I want to see a retrace into a low time frame confluence, whether it be 5-minute equilibrium, 15-minute fair value gap, 5-minute order block, 5-minute fair value gap, something, right? Or even 15-minute equilibrium, okay? Number two, because NQ is very bullish. I need to see it. I need to wait and see it start slowing down so that it can, because again, ES is not going to just go down. If ES goes down, NQ is going to follow. So, for example, ES, the entire morning, has shown me bearish confluences. Cool. But it's faking me out though, because ES is obviously more bearish than NQ, as you guys can see here. And it's trying to get in people shorts so that they can get manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, people got in shorts here, right? They're gonna get stopped later. People got in shorts here. People got in shorts. Like, it wants to get people in shorts on ES because shorts make sense on ES. This is clear. This is a good setup, right? But what they're not recognizing is that NQ is so high up, where in this day, although ES is lower, you need to be playing NQ. You need to be playing the opposite index, because the second that the opposite index flips, then you know that for sure we're gonna go lower. You get what I'm trying to say? Because ES, like, it's always gonna give you signs to go lower. There were so many bearish entries on ES, but NQ, you have to find the right one. You have to wait for it to slow down. That's the second thing. The third thing is you need to wait for a high time frame key level, if you want, but it would add even more confluence for price to reverse off. So coming to the day, when I see this, I'm off the markets. I don't like how price is trending. I don't like it. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm expecting bearish trades, but I don't want to marry my bias, right? So I'm waiting, not looking to take any trades. This was just my thought process going into the day, okay? Bearish SMT, I'm just waiting, okay? Now, here there's one other thing I wanted to add. Right here was the good first short opportunity. I'm telling you, a lot of people got in here, but two things. Number one, a bunch of equal highs up here. Number two, 5-minute fair value gap. So in order for price to go lower, it would first need to fill this, at least this. It would have to take out these highs, and then I could see if they're short. So that's why here I didn't take it, right? Now I'm waiting. Boom, right here, this candlestick. It sweeps out these highs, the 5-minute fair value gap, bang, bearish. So this could be a very good entry, right? I could have done something like this, and instead of putting my stops up there, I put it at the 5-minute fair value gap. I play it safe, and I just do this, okay? This would be amazing, safe, all of it, right? I didn't do that though. Now at this point, I'm like, okay, NQ is slowing down. So this point right here, this is where you could say NQ is slowing down, and this is where people, you could say, is actually a valid bearish entry, right? So why did I not get in there, right? That is an amazing question. I just didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like here, obviously here is an optimal entry, shorting off this, putting stops up there, you know what I'm saying, taking it lower. And I was definitely looking at this. I just didn't take it because I felt like I needed a little bit more manipulation. But this would be a good entry. Now, let me tell you guys as to why this, either way, it played out fine. Because as you guys can see, price ended up, eventually, it went lower. By the way, here I would have put break even either way. So, and I would have stopped at break even. Amazing. So, now I see price. I'm like, all right. I'm taking this into consideration. So far, we've only gone up. ES has a bunch of these remaining lows that it has to come out and take out. That it should, not has to. But yeah. So I'm like, all right. Ideally, I'm not going to take a trade just because of the way price is moving. I was thinking if I was going to take a trade, I would enter short here. And yeah, now price, I'm waiting a little bit more, and this gives me a lot of confidence. This really does. So I see price goes all the way up. By the way, it would have even stopped out this trader. Wow. So it was a good thing that I skipped out on that entry, but I see price goes all the way up, and it touches this 4-hour fair value gap, right? So I'm like, all right, price has not only just went up, it's now going very aggressively higher up, right? It has to stop at some point. So when it fills this 4-hour gap, I'm like, all right, this is going to be the top. Because, and the reason I know that is because of this candlestick. Wait for it. This candlestick, this candlestick right here doesn't close below this fair value gap. Sorry, doesn't close below it. This candlestick does. So when I see how a sharp move up gets made, right, it creates a bunch of these fair value gaps. This fair value gap, there's another one here, and then it gets inverse right away. While hitting this 4-hour gap, I'm like, okay, I'm going to enter. And I'm going to target Because also another thing that we have to consider that there's so many unfilled gaps. I'm going to target the first unfilled fair value gap, the first high time frame, high time frame, like not high time frame, but like the first 5 minute or 15 minute, maybe 1 hour fair value gap. I enter here, stops are up there, and I'm taking this right here. Now, this is where I messed up. The first unfilled fair value gap was this 15-minute gap. I didn't see that. I thought the first one was this one, okay? And so that's the one I targeted. I had one full TP down here. And as you guys can see, price goes completely in my direction. But it hits this 15-minute gap first. And that's where I should have taken off my full position. And then it goes up and hits my break-even point. So that is where I messed up. I failed to recognize that this was a 15-minute gap. Or else I would have took off my position around right here. 1.38. I'm fine. You know, and then I'm done, okay? And so, yeah, and so that was the only trade I took. And then on ES, the same one would have played out. But again, I was very confused when it stopped me out. And I was thinking of re-entering because I was like, all right, hold on. Price still hasn't made the move lower. Like, there's still liquidity lower. It still hasn't taken out the liquidity that I want to see it take out. And it still hasn't even gone below equilibrium of this range, right? Like, it hasn't even gone below this equilibrium. So I'm like, all right. I know that for sure it's going to get hit. I after this, I'm just off. I'm done. I feel like price action it isn't moving in my favor. I don't want to put extra risk on the table. But then it turns out that price just came all the way up to stop me out at break even, give us another entry, and then the classic 11 a.m. reversal move where at 10:50 to 11 it creates the reversal right here, and then bang, and then the full take profit gets hit. So I executed, and then yeah, same for ES. Yep, right there. So I executed today amazingly. The bias was correct. And my entry was right. It was good that I waited. Just only problem would have been, I guess, because I had like other drawings here blocking the gap, and I just couldn't see it, and that was just my fault completely. I should have just seen that for, next time. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time. But I'm telling you, like, bro, this model, like this strategy works insanely well because after you take this, you're waiting for the first unfilled gap, and it hits like every time. So. But yeah, that's how. Let's see where it's at right now. It's like, wow, it went all the way down. That's insane. But yeah, overall though, amazing day. Now, one more thing I would like to add. If you guys go earlier into like around market open, we did have a bullish. We had a bullish off of London lows. We had a bullish SMT off of London lows, right? You see, I didn't take it out. That was a consideration as to why I was thinking about longs, but realistically, the like shorts had so much better confluences than longs, and yeah, it was just a pretty clear day. But I again, it was I just realized it was a news Monday. Hold on, 10 a.m. did 10. Oh, I forgot. Oh, 10 a.m. news did like nothing. But yeah, there was news today, even though it was Monday, and it was pretty clean price action. So I like this stuff. All right. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching so much. These videos are free to help you guys execute the markets every single day. If you want, join the link in the description to join the community. Live trading every single day. You'll watch me. I'll help you guys in depth. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.